I'm Yadunath Das.
And I'm Bhaktin Beth, and it's time for the Hare Krishna World Report.
Our top story tonight, President Bush today said the war on Maya is, quote, going well. He said that reports of Maya's insurgency are an exaggeration, an attempt by the liberal media and the Hare Krishna movement to undermine his administration's effort to ensure better sense gratification for him and his friends. The president maintains that to really win the war on Maya, we have to put at least 21,000 more souls into Maya. ISKCON spokesperson Anutama Das he disagreed with the president's methodology, but managed to find some common ground, stating, quote, Maya does, in fact, have weapons of mass illusion.
A group of Hare Krishna devotees from Potomac, Maryland, was released from detention today after it was ascertained that they do not pose a terrorist threat. White House Press Secretary Tony Snow said, quote, we came to believe that the Harinam they were planning was an attack on Washington because our illegal phone tapping records indicate their use of such phrases as converge on the Capitol, target the Karmis, soldiers of Krishna, and bring extra Wampers. Federal officials have lifted the severe risk advisory, saying we are no longer operating at Code Saffron.
The International Society for Krishna Consciousness has demanded that Apple Incorporated recall all of its iPod shuffles, saying it works so well that the randomness of the selections is making people question their belief in God. ISKCON Communications issued a statement saying, quote, most people who listen to the shuffle for too long begin to embrace the chaos theory.
After months and months of intense deliberation, members of ISKCON's governing body commission have finally voted 17-16 to allow devotees to visit Hershey Park.
ISKCON has announced plans to initiate only fanatics from now on. When asked why the institution would take such a bold and curious action, one of the movement's leaders, His Holiness Hridayananda Das Goswami, spent 45 minutes explaining the etymology of the word institution and why it is philosophically inconsistent to call the action bold and curious.
Scientific study has determined that scientific studies are fallible and often biased. A researcher for the Institute of Things We Don't Want You to Understand explained, quote, of course the study applies to all studies except this one.
Members of the ISKCON Reform Movement issued a statement this week saying that Srila Prabhupada's disciples are not even qualified to lead a successful reform movement. In light of this... In light of this controversial position, they have now splintered off into their own movement called the ISKCON Reform Movement Reform Movement.
Ben & Jerry's in Alachua, Florida today revealed new flavors that cater specifically to the large Hare Krishna population in that town. Flavors include butterscotch burfi swirl, palak paneer ripple, death by carob, and special for Ekadasi, quinoa crunch. In a related story, a Starbucks in Gainesville announced that on all menu items, they will replace the word latte with the word nectar.
A recent Gallup poll shows that 90% of people who believe in reincarnation are less likely to wear seatbelts.
After years of rumor and speculation, the GBC has officially banned saying God bless you when someone sneezes. They gave no reason for taking this action.
A new study shows that 4 out of 3 initiated devotees who still eat onions or garlic experience trouble with fractions.
This just in. The GBC has announced that they are tired of making announcements.
Donald Trump's false ego was arrested yesterday after authorities learned that he declared himself God on his hit TV show, The Apprentice. The Donald rambled on about his money and his hair for some time, and then demanded that everyone start calling him the Krishna. And now here's Beth in the Sports Corner.
In the world of sports, 2 decathlon records were broken last week, but neither of them in any Olympic game. Bhaktin Jake set a new world record for the 40-meter dash at ISKCON Montreal during a Sunday feast when he sprinted from the temple room to the Prasadam Hall in 2.4 seconds. Also, the world high jump record of 8 feet, half an inch, was smashed at a festival of India by New Vrindavan's own Yugal Kishore Das. Who jumped 17 feet during a kirtan by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. It's time now for the entertainment news. Yadunath?
Thanks, Beth. DVDs of former Vice President Al Gore's Academy Award-winning documentary, An Inconvenient Truth, continue to sell briskly despite ignoring the greatest threat to the environment, meat eating. The film reveals facts about global warming and other environmental dangers. In a related story, ITV is releasing a film later this year titled An Even More Inconvenient Truth. This one revealing facts about meat eating and karma.
After a long nail-biting season, this year's American Idol competition finally came to a close last night. Finalists Jordan Sparks, Melinda Doolittle, and Blake Lewis were categorically beaten out by the devotional powerhouse, Gauravani Buchwald. Notoriously sinister judge Simon Cowell commented, quote, "I can't think of anything bad to say. He makes me want to shave my head and chant 16 rounds.
Well, the reality TV craze continues to grow, and now ISKCON Television is getting in on the act. ITV spokesperson Nrsingananda Das announced that this summer they will premiere a 1-hour show that focuses on Hare Krishna devotees living together in a single house in Malibu. The show will feature a guru, a GBC member, a temple president, a prank-playing bhakta, and a born-again Christian. Howie Mandel will host the show titled Devotee or No Devotee. We'll be back with the weather after this commercial message.
All your children's friends have dolls to play with. But you want to bring your kids up with a strong sense of spirituality, and so they have nothing to do. Until now. Say Hari Bol to Bhaktin, Barbie, and Krishna Ken. Your children will have ecstatic fun, from waking up with them at 3:30 for Mangal Arti to dancing joyfully with them in Kirtan. Accessories include kartals, mridanga, garlands, and a complete list of feasts and fasts. Saris, as well as both saffron and white dhotis, can be purchased separately, along with the Barbie and Ken Dream Temple. Collect the whole set and send them out on Harinam. Bhaktin, Barbie, and Krishna Ken. New from Mattel.
We're back. Now with the weather report. It's back to you, Yadunath. How's it looking out there tonight?
A little chilly tonight, Beth. Hot days, very cold nights, no explanation. Let's look at the 5-day forecast and beyond. Right now, we're experiencing a karmic front that will sweep across our region, bringing a 100% chance of suffering, followed by periods of temporary happiness. The happiness will give way, though, to increased hypocrisy and quarrel, which should continue for the next 427,000 years.
And that's the news. I'm Bhaktin Beth.
I'm Yadunath Das, and this has been the Hare Krishna World Report.